Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but we've got something, or I have something special for you here. A fellow YouTuber, YouTube model builder, Mark from Montana, is putting on a group build, and the premise of is an Aurora Models group build. So any Aurora kit or any reissue from Aurora Molds, and it is due on June the 1st. Today is Tuesday, April the 8th. So that's a month and a half, pretty much. But this is the kit that I've chosen, and I got this at last year's Gateway show in St. Louis. I picked this up. This is a second issue of the Aurora 1/25 scale XKE Jaguar. And this kit is important. It's historically important, because really this is the first fully detailed 1/25 scale model car. So all you model car builders out there, this is the one you have to thank for your entire hobby, pretty much. Now I'm sure if it weren't this kit, there'd be a different one, but this is the one. So I picked this up. This is a second issue. Well, it's not a second issue, it's the first issue, but this is not the first release, if that makes sense. And the box art is really great. I don't know who did this box art, but it's really great. You got your pilots checking out the new Jaguar's E-Type with an F-102 screaming in the background, and of course the flight line. I don't think they would allow this young pilot to just roll his Jaguar up to the flight line, but either way, it's pretty cool picture. The bottom of the box, same picture as the front. Aurora Plastics, 1962, West Hempstead, Long Island, New York. And your box end, $566.149. This was a $1.49 kit in 1962. Same as the other side, made in USA, litho in USA, Aurora Plastics. And that's the same. But this is the kit I've chosen for Mark from Montana's group build that I will be partaking in. Today is, like I said, Tuesday the 8th. My next day off will be Saturday the 12th. And I'm still working on the big Constitution. I've got one broadside of guns tied down and lashed to the deck. And I figure I can get the other side done in a couple hours. Once you get going, you just get a momentum going, and you really lose track of it, and it's done before you know it. So I think I'll start on this on Saturday the 12th. This shouldn't take too long. It's a pretty simple kit. And the way I'm going to do it might be a little different than what some other people had in mind. Well, let's go ahead and look at it. I got this at the Gateway IPMS show last September in St. Louis, which I will be going to again. I'll do everything I can to make that happen, because that was a great show, and I made a lot of friends up there. that I still am in contact with, and yeah, it was a great day. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here's the instructions. We'll save that for last. It's got the paper in it. I've been through this kit a couple times, and I put some things in bags just so there's not loose things rattling around. There's the tires. But here we go. It's molded in red and chrome. And here we've got some of the bigger parts. There's your interior tub. Looks like that's a tire mark right there, but that will be covered, so not a big deal. Floor pan detail. And then here is your interior, and it'll go like that. So that covers up that tire mark. And here's the body. And there's the hood. So this gives you a great profile of the car. Small car. Didn't realize how small this car actually is. Yeah, that looks good. And then we've got, is there any parts left on here? There's one part. Not quite sure what that is. There's two. This looks like a pedal. Maybe if it'll focus. Yeah, kind of. Here's a chrome tree. Looks like you got a cross member and suspension parts on there. Looks good. Good. Chrome looks really good, actually. Is this over 63 years old kit now? Here's just other colored red sprue. Rear end. Shocks. Brake discs. Control arms. But that's a wheel insert for your white wall tires. I'll bet it is, because there's no white parts in here. Here's your big chrome tree. Front end stuff. There's your exhaust. That looks good. Your steering wheel. Your bumperettes. Engine parts. Knockoffs for the wheels, mirrors, door handles, headlight lenses. There's your wire wheels. Since the chrome is so thin, they look like they're already got a black wash on them. That looks good. Yeah, okay, here's your tires. I'll open these up. They are still rubbery. They're not too hard yet. Well, and you can see, and they'll have a white wall, so that's how that'll look. Looks pretty good. And then here's the parts that I've had to bag up. Let me just dump them out here. Probably should have separated this glass, but there's your glass. Got your wraparound side and rear window. Okay, here's your front windshield. It's kind of beat up. There's another white wall. What else? Clear tree, headlight lens. There's the second one for those droopy headlights on the front. Yeah. What else have we got? radiator. That's got some flash on it. Core support for the radiator. Your trunk lid. Is that your trunk lid? What is that? No, I think that's your front roll pan. Yep, that's what that looks like. So it goes like about like that. Yep. Firewall. Again, all in red plastic. If I remember correctly, this had some assembly done to it, and I took it all apart. Here's your engine block. I just pushed them together. It's in chrome. Your intake manifold and your head. Here's your seats, little bucket seats. There's a sink mark on there that'll have to be fixed. No detail on the back. Your interior door cards. Looks good. Wiper, roll-up windows on there. Actually, I believe this will be the front roll pan. The other one is probably the rear. Yeah, that makes more sense now. And then we've got other stuff. There's a battery. Some more chrome parts that I'm not sure what they are. Here's your dash. Little tiny dashboard. Yeah. There's some more white walls will have to be painted. It might be master cylinder, maybe? I don't know. And then more suspension pieces, fuel rail, starter. I know what that is. That's a starter. Little bits and bobs. Rack, steering rack, and other pieces that I don't know what they are. So here we'll take a look at the instructions. Big sheet. There's your artwork from the front. It's got a little bit of history about the car. It's got its specs. It says general, study the assembly drawings, whatnot. Work carefully and patiently. Dry fit your parts. Assemble model exactly in order indicated. Wonder how many people still follow that. I know a lot of guys who don't even follow the instructions. They just go at it. Which, I mean, if you're doing a lot of custom work, it's probably the best way to do it, honestly. It's a little rip at the top of the paper, but then you open it up and it's upside down. What gives? Let me try to find the front page. Here we go. Start work on the engine. I want to turn your attention to something first, though. If I can find it again. Here we go. Right here. For suggested detailed painting scheme, see illustrations. Paint parts as indicated and allow to dry for assembly. Okay, so looking at the drawings, And there's no paint callouts on first glance. Engine block, of course we know it's in chrome. No paint callouts. No paint callouts for any of that. For the rear end. Nothing. You got your advertisement for cement and a paint set. Figure 7 going into the interior. Turning over the sheet onto the next side. More interior. You do your door panels. No paint callouts. Figure 8. Figure 9. No paint callouts. Figure 10. That's your heater. That's what that is. No paint callouts. Figure 11. In the middle there. Nothing. 12. At the top. Nothing. There are no paint callouts anywhere until you get to figure 15. And here's what it tells you. The rim of the headlight lens is silver. Figure 16, the edges and the rims of the windows where the chrome trim is silver. And then here at the bottom, figure 17, the steering wheel is silver. The instruments on the dashboard are silver. The steering column is silver. There are minimal paint callouts. And then you look at the final photo on the back. Painting. Brown seats, white wall tires, silver fender strips, and silver rims around headlights. Okay. So if you were someone and you bought this model back in 1962 and you didn't know any better, that's how you would paint it. With just those basic colors, regardless of if it's accurate to the real car or not. Because I know a chrome engine block isn't accurate. But I emailed Mark from Montana last night with this entry. And that's how I'm going to build this. I'm going to build it just like it says. It's what I call instruction stock. There's an IPMS category called box stock. You build it with the parts out of the box. But you could paint it however you choose. But I'm going to go for instruction stock. Paint it just how it tells me, regardless of if it's accurate or not. And build it like they would have back in the day. So with all that in mind, this is running into 20 minutes of me talking. This is my entry video for the Aurora Models group build here on YouTube. There's quite a few entry videos I've seen, so this is due the 1st of June. I don't think it'll be too bad, especially there's pretty much no painting. So I want to thank you for watching. 20 minutes of me talking and probably not the best camera work. Thank you for watching. To the like 500 or something people that are still subscribed even though I don't publish anything. Thank you for staying subscribed. I don't get anything out of it. This is basically just a log of what I'm doing for posterity or whatnot. And sometimes we'll have Aaron on here. Sometimes we'll have Carol on here or whatnot. But this is basically just a log for me to know what I'm doing when. And the fact that, you know, 500 something people still want to see it, it makes me happy. So, I'm going to get on this. I'm going to try to make more videos. The issue with the big Constitution is, you just do one thing over and over. At least that's how it's been so far. Like with the guns, you put the two halves of the gun barrel together and you put it on the one-piece carriage, and you do that 36 times, right? So that doesn't make much of a video, and then you have to cement them down on the deck where you'd like them, and then you lash them down. There's a pin on the wall where you glue the thread, then you wrap it around the back of the gun and you glue it to the other pin, and you have to do this 36 times. It doesn't make for an interesting video, and it's just one of those things that you get into and then you have to slog through it. So this is really why I haven't been posting. Is it's not a hard kit, it's just not, you're just doing a lot of the same thing, is what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't make for an interesting video that people would like to watch. But I'm going to try and make more videos, especially about this, because this is such a public group build. And I'm pretty excited about this. I got this kit in September, and I brought it out, and every couple of weeks thinking, man, I should really build that. So I think that's all. I'm still talking somehow. But yeah, I'm going to start on this probably Saturday, because I will be off Saturday, so that would be a good day to do it. And I'll have all my schoolwork for the week done by then. So, alright, 22.5 minutes of me talking. I didn't know that was possible. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking in there. Saturday rolls around, I'll probably start on the video. Make a video about this. And with all that being said, I hope you have a good day. And if you have any questions about the group build, go to Mark from Montana's YouTube page. I'll put it in the description. If you'd like to partake, he tells you how to do that. You send him an email to his email address is in the introduction video. So I can't wait to see what other people are doing, what other ideas they have in mind. I don't know if anyone will do it with what I'm calling instruction stock like I am. And if they do, that'd be really interesting. So, yeah, I think that's it. So, as always, have a good one. Thank you for watching. Sorry about talking your ear off. This one's going to be fun. Slowly working through the stash kits I have. I've got 15, so, you know, sometimes it's kind of discouraging to go buy another kit when you've got 14 others that are like, well, what about me? You know. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.